Recently, a study regarding EFL teachers and elementary school administrators' attitude toward implementing interactive whiteboard in Taipei Public Elementary School was conducted by 4 student researchers and a devoted instructor. Since technology device has played an important role in the field of education, and according to the research team, there are more than 1,000 pieces of IWBs installed in public elementary schools in Taipei City. The research team probed into 3 significant questions. The first one, how are IWBs used in public elementary schools in Taipei City? The second, how are IWBs used in EFL classrooms in public elementary schools in Taipei City? The third one, how are the similarities and differences between EFL teachers and administrators' attitude and perceptions toward IWBs in public elementary schools in Taipei City? The research not only examined how IWBs were used in elementary schools in EFL classrooms, but also EFL teachers' opinions and administrators' feedbacks on using the device.
Many studies regarding interactive whiteboards are mostly about investigating the effects of using IWBs in classrooms, or some may focus more on teachers' and students' perspective of using IWBs in their classrooms. So we can say that examining IWBs from a pedagogical aspect can be seen as a common research aim. However, factors that influence teachers' willingness to use IWBs in their classroom are comparatively neglected. Furthermore, there is little research emphasizing the attitudes and perceptions of EFL teachers and school administrators of using IWBs. The research team probed into the current situation of the capital city of Taiwan by exploring the general use and specific use of IWBs in public elementary schools, and a comparison between EFL teachers and administrative staff's attitudes and perceptions of using IWBs. In this study, the participants consisted of 46 administrators and 52 EFL teachers from public elementary schools in Taipei City. In order to collect both quantitative and qualitative data, the team designed 2 sets of questionnaires respectively, investigating the attitudes and perceptions of EFL teachers and school administrators, and they also conducted in-depth interviews with 7 EFL teachers who have experience of using IWBs. At the beginning, the quantitative data from questionnaires on administrators and EFL teachers' attitudes and perceptions were collected by distributing both paper and online forms of the questionnaires to participants who might or might not come from the same schools. At the same time, qualitative data from 7 English teachers' interview responses were gathered at the end of the data collection process. Today, in our interview, we have 2 members from the research team here with us. Let's welcome Joy and Angel. Angel, would you like to share with us what the research team had found in the study?
First of all, we would like to know how IWBs are applied in public elementary schools in Taipei City. So we designed a questionnaire for administrators and received 46 responses from different schools at the end. And the results showed that IWBs are regularly used in elementary schools, that is, at least 1 to 3 times a week. And the most common use for this tool is teaching. Well, as we would like to know how IWBs are used in EFL classrooms, we designed another questionnaire, and we also conduct in-depth interviews for EFL teachers. So first of all, among teachers who applied IWBs in their class, most of them use the tool frequently, which means they use it almost 100% of the whole semester. And during the 40-minute class session, teachers operate this device with the e-book and some supplementary teaching materials, such as flashcards or sentence cards, for half of the time by standing in front of it. As students are sometimes allowed to operate this tool in some classroom activities like words matching or writing on the screen.
What are the differences and similarities between EFL teachers and school administrators?
Well, we have compared their perspective and attitude towards IWB, and for their perspective, we have included questions for administrative support, and we have also included questions related to their understanding of IWB's basic functions. And in order to understand their attitude, we have also included questions concerning the weaknesses and strengths of IWBs as a device and when using IWB. And after analyzing our data, we found out that there are no significant differences among their attitude and perspective, which is quite interesting.
In your study, what kind of issues can be seen?
Well, as we all know, teaching efficiency and effectiveness are very important when it comes to teaching. And administrators recognize the fact that IWBs would help increase the teaching efficiency and effectiveness. However, the cost is too high, so they are rather reluctant to purchase the IWBs. Well, we have discovered very intriguing results. These potential negative effects like eyesight and low interaction does not affect teachers' willingness or their willingness to use IWBs. They would spend less time using IWBs in class to lower these effects. We believe that this might be a situation that the positive effects are very strong, and they're so strong that that allow the teacher to overlook the negative ones. Other from pedagogical perspective, we have also discovered something else. Well, it's about administrative support. Administrators represent the reality because they control and they set up these administrative supports. And the teachers, of course, are the ones who receive and perceive these supports. And it is very interesting that even though some schools do not provide any kind of support, EFL teachers can still receive support from like IWB's developers or publishing companies. But however, we think that this might be a phenomenon that only happens in Taipei City because this resource here are relevantly, they are more resourceful than the teachers who work in other cities.
This is a very interesting, novel, and valuable research. And I also believe that this research will dedicate to EFL teachers, school administrators, textbook publishers, software developers, and even the IW companies, and also, most important of all, people who share the same concerns about this topic. Thank you.